What's up, everybody? Shorty C94 back with episode 8 of Shorty Sneaker Conversations. Today's guest is DJ Monte Carlo. So let me invite him. Okay. Okay, everybody is here. What's up, Monte Carlo? Just sent you the request. What's up, Kick Game Cray? My boy Mike, Slow Motion 216. What's going on? Should be any second. What is up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime, man. I'm actually in between two Zoom minis, but we can get it
Oh,
in.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just start off by telling the people who you are. I know, but they need to know.
Well, my name is DJ Monte Carlo. I am a sneaker collector slash DJ slash chef. I just enjoy life, man. There's no limits of what I'm able to do in life, man. Anything I want to set my mind to, I do it. Just love sneakers, man. And I love to collect too. So it goes hand to hand. Other than that, man, it's great to even do this social media thing, man, where we see other collectors and other sneaker lovers around the world. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing how social media brings us all together, and all these sneaker events as well. So it's definitely great, man.
Yeah. Well, what shoe was the shoe that started it for you?
You know what? As a kid, I wasn't into shoes until I seen the Jordan 6, man, the black infrared, and seen it plastered on Metro bus. And that's when Foot Locker started doing ads for like Metro buses and stuff like that. So you seen the big Jordan 6 plaster across across the bus. And I just fell in love with sneakers after that. I was going to school, drawing it every single day. And then next thing you know, the white and infrared came out. And I was just so in love with that sneaker, man. And I always looked at basketball, but wasn't a fan of Jordan until I say that sneaker came out. I just I was like always watching basketball, but I was a baseball football lover. So, but he kind of willed me in, you know what I'm saying? And with the popularity of the Knicks, I think that drew me in as well when they was battling, So these early days, the 91 and 92 days where Jordan just elevated the game, with his finesse and whatnot, man. And then everybody couldn't wait to see what type of shoes he was going to wear. So with the help of Jordan, he whipped me into basketball. So that Jordan 6, man, I would really seal the deal.
That's the shoe that started it for me.
Yeah, man.
Perfect shoe. But okay, so you definitely consider yourself a collector.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite shoe?
My favorite shoe, everybody knows I'm a penny collector, so my favorite is the penny 1 and the penny 2. So that's my favorite.
Okay. Now, I did want to ask you, because I know that you have a lot of pennies. We followed each other for a minute.
Yeah.
What's your favorite non-penny penny?
9 penny. Okay, so not in the signature line, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I have well, oh my God, it's like a tie. It's a tie because one is a GR and then one is a game worn shoe. So I have the game worn Zoom Flight 96. That's the PE that he wore in the Olympics, and the Flight 1. So those the two. So
Okay.
yeah.
So those two over the Go LWP over the
Yeah.
Jordan 9 PE or the
It,
Air Ups.
you know what? I have all those. I even have the PE of the Air Up,
See,
and I would like to say those two that I mentioned is very dear to me, and it's sentimental. So that's the reason why I select those two.
okay. Before we go on, I know you said you're in the middle of meetings. What time is
Yeah.
your next?
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we got a whole hour to, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Yeah, to go ahead, kick the shit, or excuse me, or just
Yeah.
talk sneaks or whatnot.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Well, what brought you to Penny?
Penny. What brought me to Penny is, whew, man. It started out seeing the commercials, seeing his commercials. Now, I wasn't I wasn't a fan of his rookie season until the middle of his rookie season when I seen him play in the Chick Rookie All Star Game or the Chick Rookie Challenge.
Yeah.
That sealed the deal. Like I'm like, who is this kid? I went back to school and like everybody was like, you look like the kid that played last night. I'm like Penny Hardaway. Everybody's like, yeah. Everything ever since then, like I was always watching his games, man. And with the help of with the 1-2 punch of him and Shaq and the whole squad of Dennis Scott, and Nick Anderson, I kind of somewhat a substitute. I want to say that was my number 2 team. Watching those guys, man, because not only they was young, everybody wanted to hoop like them. Everybody trying to, wanted to be a big man like Shaq and handle the ball like Penny, and that's what drew me to Penny, man. But yeah, when I came after that All-Star weekend, I came back to school and everybody's like, "Bro, look, you look just like Penny Hardaway." And I did have his features. I wanted to have his haircut, like him, and I have my haircut like him, and had my little mustache trim like him, man. So that's how I felt, like felt as a big fan of him.
Got you. Got you. All right. So do you have, I'm sure you have pennies that are still dead stock.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now it was at a point in my life where not a lot of things was going right, and end up getting maybe 65% of my OG collection stolen, and a lot of foams. I mean, like a lot of yeah, a lot of dead stock was stolen from me, but end up searching throughout the years. So it took me like maybe 6.5 years to build it back up and find some of the OGs I had dead stock, but some of them were worn though. I wear my kicks now. I wear my kicks, but not enough OGs that I wear because it mess around and crumble on me. But yeah, I do have a lot
Yeah.
of dead stock. Yeah.
Is there anything you have that you want on dead stock?
Whew. Now I do plan to soul swipe the Air Up PE, the
Oh,
'94 PE. I do plan to actually get that professionally done with the 2014 retro soul. So like get that midsole, swipe it, boom. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm gonna have to see if whoever I take it to, they can black out the whole midsole.
yeah. Now I was gonna bring up that shoe specifically
Yeah.
because I feel like that was one of the shoes Nike kind of waited too long to bring back, and when
Yeah.
they back, it wasn't right. It wasn't how it was in '95. Like,
It wasn't. It wasn't. But you know what? They snuck it in there 2013 where they released the Pippen PE, what was white and silver, but they didn't have the 33 in the back. They released the blue and white one, kind of resembles the like kind of like the light blue jerseys they had. It was
yeah,
white and blue. So like they snuck that in there, but it was like only like a European release though. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
like you'll find a couple like samples on eBay and stuff. You'll see those colorways out there. But yeah, man, they snuck it in there like 2013, and then 2014 and 15. They dropped they dropped the general release of the OG black and white colorway, and it was just synthetic leather. Um, you
The OG,
remember? uh,
the OG was new, but
yeah,
sure,
the
but
OG was new, but yeah, it was. And they just gave us was just I ain't gonna say trash material, but they try to balance both with performance into the OG and try to somewhat bring an OG form. But it was all leather. It was, it was crappy, but at the same time, it was like rushed. It was very rushed.
yeah, it was. I mean, I have it just because of what it is, but it's not comfortable. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like the shoe. It's just like, well, and they aren't really around like that. Like if you have people have them, they just hold on to them. They weren't like around
Right.
all the others, and yeah, it's crazy. Now, is there a penny? I know you probably have all of them, but is there a penny that you don't have that you never had that you still are trying to get?
Ooh. You know what? I am searching for. Oh my goodness! Let me get the name. It's not an actual penny, from the signature line,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the game, like the where he played in the Ship Rookie game in. It
Mm-hmm.
is. I, I'm kind of drawing a blank, man, because
Is it?
I actually see. No, 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 no. I have that. I
Oh,
have
oh,
that. Yeah. It was. Oh, it's good. Because DJ Head Kicks, he has that sneaker.
okay.
And yeah, and it was like, man, it's a funny name. It's a very, very funny name. And um Air Swift.
Oh yeah, the Pip. Well, I call it the Pippin because that's the one
Yeah.
he dunked. I know you a Knicks fan, but the one where he dunked on Aaron
Right, right.
Floyd.
Yeah. That's another one. It was another one that he had graced the floor with. But it was right before he he got the Flight One. So he went from his version or his colorway in Air Swift, and he got the Flight One. So that was
Okay,
crazy, man.
I got you.
That was
Let me,
crazy.
let me say hello to everybody who's joining.
Yeah.
Everybody who's joining.
Oh,
Hello.
definitely, man. Shout out
Sorry.
to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to each and every one of y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't gotten to type or say hello. I'm stuck in the convo, but people are actually texting me. Pay attention to your audience, the comments, and stuff. That's what I kind of struggle with when I do these. But
It's all good. It's all good.
yeah, I'll say for me, the penny that I haven't ever had or got to touch is the white, black, and blue Flight One. The black one was everywhere,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that
yeah,
white black hard to come by. There's that other white and blue one, but I gotta have the regular one, and that's
yeah.
probably the only one that I don't have.
Okay, that's the one that he played in the finals in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That was pretty dope. It was a pretty dope color. He had played it in a few times during the regular season, but we familiar with him playing in the finals.
yeah. Why do you think that they haven't retro the Aero LWP but one time? What's the
Whew.
reason? That's I know in the
Um,
them Hardaway, but I know it as a penny shoe.
yeah. We recognize it as a penny shoe. You know what, man? It's just the thing about it. I think trying to like balance the performance wave, as I want to say. I want to say it's all a performance. They can retro any shoe that they please, but at the same time, if it's not falling into to a season where they do retros for performance sneakers, they just don't mind. They don't really pay attention to it. So nowadays, it's all about performance now. Bringing it back a retro sneaker and try to bring back the original mold or the original shape is very hard, but trying to put the latest performance technology into it is probably going to be hard. But bring it back that first retro it was before they got deep into the performance basketball sneakers. It really didn't matter if it was did they put it out or anything, because like they all came out in just like one wave. So like you had the original Orlando color, you had Tim Hardaway's Golden State colorway. You also had the red and black rivalry from the rivalry pack, as they want to call it, with that Miami Heat colorway. And there was like several other, like a black and white, black and blue. Then they did the Soul Collector. So the Soul Collector was the Tim Hardaway
I thought it was
Warriors.
I thought
House of
that,
Hoops. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I know it was something special. But yeah. So they dropped that, like all of that, like less than 5 months. So yeah. So that wave went so quick, but they dropped all of that, like from like Foot Locker, Foot Action, and then a little bit of Finish Line. So
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm fortunate to have it. Shout out to my boy Once in the comments. What's up? He goes by Penny.
I remember I was about to bring my 11 and a half for you when I came to Cleveland for SneakerCon. I had it in the truck. I was like, God, I didn't get to bump into you that day. I know that day was crazy, man. One of the biggest SneakerCon, crowds I ever, attended in Cleveland, to beat Cleveland. Yeah, so
I appreciate that because I remember us messaging, a couple years ago.
Right.
For that. Okay. Well, when you're buying a sneaker, because I know you buy more than just pennies. I know penny is your favorite. What influences your purchasing habits?
Oh my goodness! Now, my habits turned into a addiction, if you will. It was at a time where I just got my job at Root Chris restaurant, and I was just buying sneakers almost every other day. Packages was coming in every weekend. And you know what I'm saying? So like when it became an addiction, I ended up losing my apartment. I had to move out. I ended up moving with my sister and my girlfriend at the time. So I'm like lost, bro. Like I was lost, man. And I'm not ashamed to even tell anybody. I try to school some of these like the youngsters. Priorities first, bro. Priorities first. And just so happens, man, that happened to me. And man, it was just like, bro, it was bad. It was bad. Like when I tell you, when I got that eBay account, and I just went wild, man. But as far as my spending habits, it got wild, man. It really got wild to where family had to sit me down and we really talked, and I got it together, man. I got it together. It took me like 2 years to get back on my feet, man. Paying off debt and stuff like that, man. It really got bad. So
I got you. Well, I appreciate your honesty. I mean, I've
oh yeah, man.
Similar instances where my priorities was fucked up. So I can, most definitely go from that to kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. What's your holy grail?
Ooh, man, you know what? I've almost had or even owned almost all my holy grails, but it goes back to that, that PE. I'm having a brain fart right now. I really can't name that sneaker, but when I tell you, I'm emailing you. I'm gonna send you that name and the shoe. that's the holy grail.
Was it the Maestro?
No, it wasn't a Maestro. Goodness gracious.
This was 93, 94.
This is 93, 94. Remember the shit rookie game.
Because I know he wore Jordan 9 PEs for the first half of that year.
First half, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember what he wore in the second half.
It was man, it was like some super duper. It definitely looked like a street ball. Like it was kind of mimicking off the Reebok black top, but it was a Nike like shoe, and it kind of like the black top and Wayne Gretzky's sneaker. You remember his Nike sneaker, his street hockey sneaker. Put that
Yeah.
together, and that's what that sneaker was bad, bro. It was bad. Man, I'm having a brain fart right now, man.
It was.
No.
Man, yeah.
I
mean,
hold on. I'm telling you, I think I can bring it up. I can bring it up. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
All right, Jim Allen asked you what was your last cop.
My last cop was the two pair of the Duck Highs, the All-Star edition. I bought one off of GOAT and then bought off a local reseller.
Those kind of Tiffany looking All-Star dunks. That was
Yeah.
That's a good one. I was going to do that in a little bit, but Jim Allen beat me to it. So my questions.
Shout out to Jim Allen. Shout out to him.
For sure. Hello again, everybody. Welcome in. So we've talked about some unfortunate instances, both of us. But what was your hardest L? Like the hardest L you took, like a sneaker that you really wanted that you just, for whatever reason you couldn't get?
The hardest L. Let's see. I have a few, man. Goodness, let's see. I really. Oh my goodness, there's so many. The Dunk SB Ben & Jerry. I really trying to aim for that. Being an SB head, like seeing a lot of people getting gifted,
Seated.
Yeah, man, and a lot of resellers, they were just taxing, man, out the wazoo, and I was just like, yo, you know what? They can have it. It took me 5 months to all right, decided just like, all right, man, just hang it up. You're never gonna get it. If you want to get it, you have to say you gotta, pay that, what I'm saying, that resale fee. So I'm just like, I'm good. I'm not about to pay $2,000 for this thing.
And then don't let you special box. It'll be even more.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'll let it go after 3 months or 5 months. Yeah. How about you? What's your girl?
My holy grail is the Air Max 92 or Air Max 294, the runner, the unretro.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I've actually owned it before, but I had the white, gray, and blue color. I always wanted that white, gray until when, I posted every now and then, like, where is this shoe? Because if I ever got that shoe, if they retroed it, I probably would retire. Like, it would be it for me. I would just buy as many 11 and a halves, and 12s of that shoe as I could, and then that would be it.
Bruh. Yeah, that's what's up.
What's up. I got a few other grails. The high top stash Air Force Ones, the Espo Air Force Twos, the Kashima Air Max 97s, and we actually got those at next to
Cleveland. Yes, sir.
And I'm like, man, they'll be there, and then they weren't. So
those. Man.
Another one which I've really just been sitting on, those silver Vandals, the OG silver Vandals.
Mm-hmm.
Those silver with the red and the blue, those are grails. And lastly, and this is a regular ass shoe. You might look at me crazy. I actually am employed by Converse, so I have to put this in there. I have the Magics. I never have been able to get that Larry Bird black and white weapon.
The weapon. Ooh. And you know what? I just seen that on Fat Joe's UN website. He was selling it. It was like a size 12.
Oh, that's why I could do that, you know. Just hit
Yeah, I
his.
don't know who scooped it. I don't know who scooped it up, but yeah.
Whenever I see them on eBay, they're either out of the country, and I don't really do the international thing anymore.
Okay.
And you know, if they are here, they'd be like $600. Like that was a two for
Mm-hmm.
89 in 2002. Like
Yep.
that's why I'm like, and nobody really can tell me why it hasn't retroed. My feelings are, you know, since Converse is owned by Nike,
Right
that
there.
I really think part of it is that the weapon is so similar to the Jordan 1.
Yeah. Yeah. It
And
is.
it's so much cheaper. I
And
mean,
a dunk, like the midsole of a dunk too. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so similar to those shoes that, you know, like the Pro Leather looks almost exactly like the Blazer, but
Mm-hmm.
it's still different. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I really wonder if it's because it's so similar to that. Because you think 16 pack a few years ago, Nike did, where they had different Chucks and they had star players, and they had those red Pippins from the All-Star game, the 94 All-Star game, the all that pack. How could you
Yeah.
not have, how could you pick Kevin McHale over Magic Johnson and Larry Bird to, you know what I mean? Like how are they not in that?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, man.
I'm like, man, it's something about the weapon, like where either they can't bring it back, because even before I started working for Converse, like I love that shoe. Like I had it when I was a kid. Me and my dad had it. You know, he raised me up as a Laker fan. That's why
Uh-huh.
Magic is my player. But I just don't see why you can't get that shoe all the time. That should be a shoe you should be able to get all the time, like a white Chuck Taylor. Sorry, I
Yeah,
had a little.
facts. Now, for me, like going into Converse, I like all the Converse React Juices, like the KJs, the LJs.
I wore.
Yeah, I see that, yo.
Yeah.
And it was another one. It was another React Juice.
Oh well, the Robins didn't have the React juice, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It was
man. I
pretty well.
like.
I had it too.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah, it kind of like had to like it was like a remix of like an updated Chuck Taylor.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. So it was Rodney and Latrell Speedwell busting those out on court.
Yeah, because like those black and orange and purple Kevin Johnsons, everybody had those for back to school
It was
1990.
back to, back to school because I had them.
You had them, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was a back to school shoe for real. Like for real.
Everybody had it, man.
Everybody had it.
That's another one. Like you should be able to get those. Like the Rodmans, that's more niche, but I feel like in running slams, I feel like people would buy them.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
And remember those Atonics?
the Hakeems?
The high top shorts. Yeah. Not the super high, but they had mids and highs. But then they had a super high. Like some of the dope boys was like wearing it. It was crazy. Yeah, I remember the Tonics. I remember goodness gracious. That 94, 90, 95, 93, 94, 95, it was a lot of this is like an open market for like top sneakers.
Yeah, it wasn't just Nike.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, feel I had those run ball sneakers. You know, it was a lot going on.
It was, man.
Let me see these comments. Did Kevin Johnson have a Fila? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
It was before Converse, I think, because they actually retroed it 2014-ish or 15. It was everywhere, and they were like,
yeah, it was.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually.
It was like around the time of the All-Star break.
Yep. Yeah,
if
when it was
not during the winter. I knew it was during the winter. I know it was snowing. I know it was snowing though.
Yeah, I should have got those. I don't have a lot of Filas. Most of them are just Grand Hills, but I should have bought those. Let me see here. I'm actually surprised that Jerry Lorenzo didn't do a weapon when he did his Converse collab. That would be crazy if there was a Fair God weapon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think all he touched was the skid grip and just the Chuck. I don't think he did anything else. But
Nah.
uh, what are your feelings on collabs with us being from the same era?
Ooh, man. Uh, you know what? There's a few collabs I like, especially with dunks. I just don't mess with them, man. You can't keep up with them because so many dropping. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like some of the best collabs, out there, Roddy Five, man, he really puts his heart and soul in anything he touches. Um, who else? Jazz, man. Anything she touches, she's new to the Jordan team, and she does her thing. Um, Goodness gracious, but yeah, man, the fact that I try to support those that I'm a fan of, not only way before the collabs, man, but yeah, man, so kind of like I want to say Sean Weatherspoon, like way before I had the 2005 Air Max, his first collab, very very first collab, 2005. You know what I'm saying? So like his Air Max 95. You know what I'm saying? So like people just don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? The Transformer, the Transformer pack, like stuff like that, bro. I love the nostalgic, man, of those type of collabs because it means something. Because my background of comics and cartoons and stuff. Um, um, the DJ pack, the Serato pack with DJ Premier and DJ AM, right? God rest his soul. That's my favorite dunk of all time, right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, it's cool, but it's so many, so many. But thinking about it, some of these collabs are just not my style, and I just really just can't go for everything because it's just hype. Or I try to support the people that I've been supporting all these years. So that's my take on it. Um, if it ain't, then I'm at a point where if it ain't OG, I don't mess with it. No, I really do go after some of these collabs, but if I can't get it, I just be like, yo, that's an L I have to take. It is what it is. So how about you? How about you on your thoughts on collabs today's hypeness?
Okay. Before I say that, say hello to everybody who just joined. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I think collabs are good and bad.
Yeah, they are.
They're good because it gives you a chance to reimagine a shoe, a classic. I do feel like, and this is probably just the old head over 40 in me, certain shoes just shouldn't be touched. And then there's shoes you can do anything with the Chuck. You can do anything with Air Force One. Air, but the Jordans, to me, they're either really good or really bad. There's no middle ground with collab Jordans. Jordans are different, and we're from the era where it was only 5 Jordans a year, and they were special, and you were special if you had them.
Right. That's
Get
true.
them. So it's already enough that they come out every week, but for some of the designers to reimagine, like they have, again, I can see the good in it, but it's usually not for me. Um, if I had to pick a best Jordan collab for me, ooh, I would probably have to go with Fragment Jordan 1s.
Fragment Jordan ones.
Fragment Jordan 1s. I mean, the off-white ones are nice, but those are really the only off-white shoes that I like. So expensive. Probably never own them unless some sort of incredible windfall my way.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I feel that. I feel that. As far as like off white, it's just everybody wants them.
yeah.
Everybody wants them. I respect his I want to say his creativity
Mm-hmm.
and how he elevated the game. Like he's amazing as far as like his creativity and what he's done for the games, because it really elevated for, you know, not only the sneaker culture but for resellers and you know, some of these moms and pop stores that actually was able to give them, you know. Some people don't know that because, you know, everything was so hype, but he selected so many mom and pop stores and was like, hey man, put these people on the list, put these stores on the list, you know. And that's great. Now I tip my hat off to him, you know, for doing that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
to me, the mom and pop Nike account is almost extinct. There aren't.
Right. Yeah.
You see Nike pulling out of, you know, even big box department stores. You know, they pulled out of Macy's. They pulled
Yeah.
out of, you know, DSW and just a lot of different places. So I feel like we're going to see a lot more direct to customer because they make more money that way. I understand that business, but I think that with the sneakers app and that they're probably going to start opening more and more Nike stores that aren't out just actual Nike stores, that there are going to be more Nike only releases where they aren't going to make it to the store. And for that, I feel kind of bad for, you know, it could be a young Monte Carlo or a young Shorty C trying to get into it, but you can't go to the store and feel the shoe. You've got to try to, you know, get it, you know, on. And I feel like that kind of sucks.
Yeah. It is. Oh, okay. I got it. I got the sneaker. You ready?
Okay.
I'm about to. Let's see if I can turn my camera real quick. I just shout out to my boy Z, man. He's part of Team Penny. He actually used to have this sneaker, Prevail, the Air Prevail.
I was thinking of that. I thought that was a Maestro, the Prevail.
And he has the jersey, bro. Like, and he has this jersey like crazy, man.
Wow,
that's man.
Real,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, the Air Prevail.
Yeah, the Air Prevail.
I feel bad now because I really thought that was an Air Maestro, but you know, when you got a copy of Soul Provider, it's no excuse to not know the names. You know what I'm saying? So,
I know, right? It was just a brave part because I always talk about it. I'm always talking about it on my show and everything, man. Like, it's crazy, man. So, yeah, that's my holy grail, man. If I can find that sneaker, oh man.
Air Prevail. Okay.
Yeah. Now let me show you something real quick again with this sneaker. Oh, my bad. I think I unplugged my charger. Okay, check this out. This, remember the street hockey sneaker that Wayne Gretzky had? It kind of resembles that, plus a black top meshed together. Also, it looks like a Maestro as well with the midsole.
Yeah.
Kind of like the midsole and kind of like the back of the upper.
Yeah. Also, I know it's a whole different kind of shoe. For some reason, it's reminding me of the Kenny Lofton shoe.
Ooh, you digging in the crates now, bro. You talking about talk, bro. The Kenny Lofton sneaker.
Is it just the Diamond Fusion?
It does. I think it was.
You know, because, you know, I was like, man, it's a Cleveland
talking
Indian
that talk.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I remember that sneaker. Wow, man.
Yeah, but that's our air.
Crazy. Man. Yeah, it does. It really does look like it, man.
You know, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a sneaker. Well, I was gonna say, tell me a sneaker from our era that everybody loves that you don't like.
That I don't like.
Yeah, you know, you'd be like,
I don't really, because I have a wide variety of sneakers. Like, even though everyone knows me from the pennies, like there's like I tell you, there's no limit of what I'll have or what I will put on. You know, I can dress a sneaker down, I can dress it up. You know what I'm saying? From our era, jeez.
I got a couple for you, but you know.
We
close in 20 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Goodness. you y'all gonna hate me for this, man. I don't know how many older people we have our age, like grew up in the 80s and the 90s, but you remember the Michael Jackson LA gear.
Man. I remember the rubber commercial buckles. Oh man,
Michael Jackson was my boy. He was my idol growing up as a b-boy, as a dancer. But I tell you, those LA gears was horrible, girl. Like all those rhinestones or the belts and stuff like that. Those joints was trash.
yeah. That's pretty.
Oh man. Oh
crazy.
My goodness.
Crazy as this gonna sound, if I could find a pair of those and they were affordable because I know nobody else would have them, I would fuck with them. I love Michael Jackson.
They float. Yeah, me too, man. God bless his soul, man. But they floating around on eBay, but they all GS sizes. I've seen them, and I'm just like, yo, man. You know what? I did see it. Somebody had a pair at SneakerCon Chicago. Like they were selling them for like $2,000, bro. And I was just like, this is a size 11, and you want 2,000? Even though it's Michael Jackson's name, but you want 2,000 for this, bro? Yeah. But yeah, so what's your? I know you got a list.
Yeah, I have a list. I don't really. I own pairs, but I'm not a huge fan of the Air Max 97. I like the 98 and the 96 a lot better. The silver one is the one that I really to say I love. I don't really care for the Air Flight Turbulence, the Damon Stoudemire's, because they just were crazy. But I own them.
What?
Old pair, but they never look good on my foot, man. And they had the little circles on the side like the Jason Kids. But
yeah. Oh, I love the Turbulence. I don't know because like my sister, her freshman team, like she played for high school. Like she had her whole team like balling in them. Like once she got a pair, the other girls got a pair. Then they said, no, man. I was just like, oh, they were tough. They were tough. Waited till they got to the clearance racks, man. I scooped like 2 pair, man. Yeah.
Like again, it's a cool looking shoe, and again, I still own them, but they just the way they feel on my foot, I'm like, nah. Now this shoe and this penny line that I'm gonna hit you with that I own multiple pairs of it. The bitch to get on is that penny 4.
The penny 4.
If you could take off the strap, it would be great.
You know what? It's very, very hard to put on.
Yeah. It's the hardest Nike I've ever owned.
It's very, very hard to put on, man. Like, even though if it's true to size or you are half a size up, man, that thing is very, very, because it's a lot of cushion in it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that sneaker is very, very hard to put on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so I respect that. I can respect that, man.
Yeah. So, let me think. I have a few more. The Jordan 23, the TPU
23
side that will go up like this. It would just dig into my pinky. So those are in the box. And what else? That might be it. I mean, my one boy Rondell said, "Don't say the Jordan 15." I feel like the Jordan 15 is the worst Air Jordan ever made, but I still have all of the OG colorways.
Oh
black
man, yeah. Oh, like me and my guys, man, we waited till all those joints went on clearance, man. We was getting them for like $70, 75, 70, $80. One time we went to a Finish Line. Remember, Finish Line had an outlet. Goodness, it was like we went to Youngstown. We went to Youngstown, and they had a Finish Line outlet out there, and we was getting 15 for like $20. Yeah, but it wasn't our size. That's kind of like our other days of flipping sneakers, man. This is like every bit of 2002, 2003. So like, damn, man, like we really, really didn't care, man. As long as we got them and they was, this is like in the kind of in the era of the beginning of seeing the like the see-through Jordans around that time. Everybody had throwbacks on, man. So like we're getting all these sneakers and bringing them back to you know what I'm saying, the town and fleecing them, man. It was crazy. I remember one time I went to the pawn shop. They gave me like 150 for a
Wow.
pair, a fresh pair. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, those some good days. Like I'll always remember. It'd be crazy. We're old enough where it's like you could see a shoe and it wasn't popular, wasn't worth shit, crazy, crazy cheap, and now people, fought after them. Like I
hmm
remember at the beginning of '03, me and my dad went to Champs Outlet we used to have in Macedonia, Cleveland, and they had about 6 size runs of Cherry Woods and Ginger 16s, and they were $30 a piece. Like they were
word.
a whole wall of them. Like now, granted, we were on the 18. The 18 was about to come out, so they were old. But just think if you had them now, how much money you could make off of those shoes now. Like the
Facts.
Mocha One, I mean not Mocha Ones, Mocha Threes from '01, 39.99 bulk stacked on the floor.
hmm
Like I miss those days, man, because everybody likes earth tones and weird colors now, but back in our era, if it wasn't white, black, and red, or black and
hmm
blue, or primary colors, people wasn't really fucking with them.
Yeah, that's true. Remember when I say Foot Action first started the 2 for 75 or 2 for 99 deals. When you get the two Reeboks for 79.99, or you
Mm.
get a two pair of Jordans for $99. Guess what I got for
I'm like,
$99?
what?
They had the suitcase. The first Jordan that cost $200. I got the all black
Woo,
17s.
woo.
Two pair for 90. I'll never forget. It was 4th of July weekend, and we walked in, and they was just stacked. They had the tables, stacks of suitcases, and bro, when I tell you, I went in, I walked out of there with 2 bags, man, and I felt like on top of the world, man. Felt,
Case of both.
yeah, I'll never forget. Yeah, I never forget. It didn't have the wooden like the actual box that came in. It just had the suitcases, just stacks of suitcases, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Oh man. Okay. Well, are the Knicks still your team?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, man. Still ride my Knicks, man. Yeah,
Okay.
man. I mean,
Handle.
you know, yeah, everybody goes through their grinding days, man, or their up and downs. But we've been down so long, like it doesn't even bother us anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but
So
but you know what, man? Seeing these young cats, man, do their thing, and be in the race of being in the playoffs, man. Remember, we got the HC right now, and got the second best defense in the league right now, man. Hey, hopefully we can hold on to that AC to probably move up, man. But we got to finish games. We got to close out games better. So
yeah. Well, I'm kind of done with the Cavs after how they did Andre Drummond. So, I've just been kind of focused on my Lakers, even though
yeah,
it's
yeah,
still strange for me to see LeBron wear a Lakers jersey. But,
yeah.
it's still strange. But other than Michael Jordan, you say Penny Penny is probably your favorite line, even beyond Jordan's, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely the favorite line.
Who is Penny today in the shoe game? As far
Ooh.
as, because I always feel like I'm gonna just say this. I know we about to end in like 10 minutes, but
Mhm.
I always felt like LeBron was never meant to be the face of Nike basketball when Nike got all those guys in '03. I
Right.
felt like it was Kobe, but then he got caught up. So it
Mhm.
kind of ended in LeBron by default. but I always felt like LeBron was going to kind of be that penny to Kobe being like Jordan.
I agree. I agree. But they stuck by Penny. I mean, I'm sorry. They stuck by Kobe by bringing some of the best performance sneakers, man, you could never get your hands on. The Kobe 1 and 2 is very, very slept on. As you can see there, the three is decent too, man. Very, very slept on at the beginning. I'm talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? Not right now, it's popping because of his legacy, and he left us behind as a one of the greatest of all time. And but during those beginning stages of Nike, oh yeah, like you've seen a lot of teams, a lot of AAU teams planning Kobe's, and the early stages of LeBron, you would like to say, like, yeah, he's kind of going to be leaning towards the next MJ sneaker,
Yeah, because I always say that, the Huarache 2K4 and the Huarache 2K5 would have really been the Kobe 1 and 2 had it not been for the trial. So, because I really like they made those for him, even though they ended up being team shoes, they made those for him.
They did.
And they were sleek like Kobe's. Like, I include them in my Kobe collection, sort of like how I do the Hyperdunk, the first Hyperdunk,
Right. Yeah.
That was clearly his shoe. Is sort of like how Penny has the foam and then he has his shoes. So these last 9 minutes, this is a segue into, we haven't really talked about foams on this show.
Okay.
These last 8 minutes, what are your feelings on foams right now?
Foams, let me tell everybody, foams are not dead. Foams are not dead. And let me tell you why. Because not only they put in some of the best material you will have on a foam, they starting to put genuine leather on. The carbon fiber is more stronger on a Pro and the 1. Some of the new releases, they're more durable and stronger than the previous 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So all these that's dropping right now, including this All-Star. When y'all see this All-Star hand, because my boy Fominati and Super Cat, they just got their pair, bro. when y'all see the material on these bad boys, man, and I'm kind of thankful that they pushed the date back, because it really just came out of nowhere, and they was just like, all right, this is the All-Star sneaker. No, I think they went back and put some finishing touches on it. Not only it has the material on the upper, the top where the eye laces and where the laces go, even the top tongue will have that material on it. Because when y'all see this, man, this is gonna be a unicorn. I don't think that they got some work to do to keep that, that type of material. I think they're gonna do this on more foam posits. So as a foam posit collector and a wearer, it's gonna be one of the best sneakers, man, you'll see in a long time.
Okay.
As the foams. And then a lot of people still doing their thing in the DMV. It's still strong. In New York, it's still strong. Even the GS pairs, they're coming out with amazing colorways for the GS and women's. Man. Me personally, it's not dead at all, and I see it. I mean, like, it's in the broad daylight, but at the same time, most of this hypeness is overshadowing. We get the collabs. Well, okay, we got that. Then they pushing out more dunks than they ever have. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Then the off-white wave. You know what I'm saying? So all of that is just like overshadowing, and everybody thinks foams are dead, but they're still releasing.
Yeah,
as you can see, they still releasing. But how you feel about the phone posit right now?
I own some. I've never been a huge phone posit guy. The only one that ever really mattered to me was the blue one.
Mm-hmm. Respect.
I never got to own the phone Pro Pearl. I always wanted them. I have the all black from 2000. That's probably my oldest one, other than my OG Royal. But I just feel like, and I don't want to offend anyone saying it, part of the reason why phones kind of went down was they started coming out with too many newfangled colors for hood niggas. That's just my
That's
opinion.
true. I mean, well,
Riffies, it's happening.
go ahead.
Tempos, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand you trying to strike while the iron's hot and give people what they may want, but you still got to keep it true. Some of these colorways are just stupid. Like, it's a phone, do it right. Don't slap a bunch of leave the graphics and stuff to the GS. You know what I mean? Don't do all that newfangled stuff with the phone. You know what I mean? Just
I definitely respect that. Yeah.
that's just my feelings on it. I mean, I do have that black and red snakeskin pair, but I only have them because I found them at the outlet in Grove City for $69.99.
That's dope.
I copped them like I've never seen a phone posit for this cheap ever. So,
yeah, man.
I've had them for about 2 years and I still haven't rocked them, but I will at some point.
Yeah, man. I feel the same way. I respect your opinion. There were several phone posit colorways where it was just like, yeah, this is what they do. Mass produce this one because everybody's wearing it. But not only did they knock the price in half, I would say they, from $250 to $230, and then a little bit back in the $225 era. I mean, the price era. Now, I got to agree with you. It was some. I can't even think of it off the head because there was so many, but it was just not going. It was not going well because everybody had them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had them.
To go from how phones were, because like that phone posit sold a bunch of regular phones after it. The metallic red right after crazy. It was sort of like how every Jordan after the Concord 2012, after 2011 was hot. You know what I mean? That momentum, so I don't know. I hope it comes back. Certain colorways look better as a pro. Certain colorways look better as
That's true.
But, I'll always love it for what it means to Nike. It was the first shoe I ever saw that was more than $160. You know what I mean? And it was just, man, these are $180. They're more than.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know you're about to get into, your meeting.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you having me on the show. Shout out to each and every one of y'all in the chat, rather be my followers or your followers. Man, it's always a pleasure, man. I think I have to come back, man. We probably have to do two hours or something, man.
Absolutely. And, I got to be on your show, if you'll ever.
Yeah, man. Everyone, man, check me out every Tuesday for One Sit Tuesdays, man. It's Heaven Sent show. I normally do it around this time or at 6 o'clock. I try to push it towards the prime time because a lot of my West Coast cats out there, they love watching the show. And then it's on YouTube and my IGTV, man. So I appreciate you having me on the show, bro. Definitely going to have you on the show, man, soon.
All right, for sure, man. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thank you, DJ Monte Carlo. I will talk to you soon. And everybody, peace.
Peace.